This is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP. We're looking at the day's support, resistance and pivot levels, the moving averages and the Fibonacci's. It is Sunday the 12th of December. Looking at Bitcoin against the US dollar and the hourly candlesticks, been a mixed start to the day. Going to need to see Bitcoin avoid the pivot at 48,607 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 53,441. Plenty of support from the broader market is going to be needed for Bitcoin to return to 50,000 levels, so barring an extended rally, expect that first major resistance level to cap the upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Bitcoin target 23.6% fib at 53,628 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 51,257. A fall through the pivot would bring the first major support level at 47,691 into play, barring an extended sell on the day. Bitcoin should avoid sub 45s and the 38.2% fib at 44,144. Second major support level at 45,957 should limit the downside. Looking at the EMA's 50 is narrowing marginally on the 100 and the 200. That's suggesting some possible upside on the day. A further narrowing would be needed, however, to bring a bullish cross into play and support a breakout. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 48,607. Break back through to 50s to then target that 23.6% fib at 53,628. Looking at Ethereum against US dollar, also a bearish start. Going to need to see Ethereum avoid the pivot 4009 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 4182. Support from the broader market will be needed for Ethereum to break out from 4100 levels. So barring an extended rally, expect that first major resistance level, resistance at 4200 to cap the upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Ethereum target 4400 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level is at 4274. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 3918 into play. Barring an extended sell on the day, Ethereum should avoid second major support level at 3744 and the 23.6% fib at 3738. Looking at the EMA's 50 has flattened on the 100 and the 200, but that is still a bearish signal. So key through the early part of the day would be to avoid the pivot at 4009, break out from 4100 levels to then bring resistance levels into play. Litecoin against the US dollar, also bearish start. Going to need to see Litecoin avoid the pivot at 155 to take a run at the first major resistance level 163. Support from the broader market is going to be needed for Litecoin to return to 160, so barring an extended rally, that first major resistance level should cap the upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Litecoin target 170 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 168. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 149 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should avoid sub 145s. Second major support level sits at 141. Looking at the EMA's 50 has narrowed marginally on the 100 and the 200, so going to need to see a further narrowing to bring a bullish cross into play to then bring 160s back into play. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 155 and break through to 160. Failure to do that and support levels will come into play. Finally, looking at Ripple's XRP against the US dollar, also bearish. Going to see Ripple's XRP avoid the pivot 8224 and break through the 23.6% fib at 8533 to bring the first major resistance level 8587 into play. Plenty of support from the broader market will be needed for Ripple's XRP to break back through to 0.85s, so barring an extended rally, that first major resistance level should cap the upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Ripple's XRP target 0.9 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits 0.8801. Fall through the pivot, bring the first major support level 0.8010 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ripple's XRP should avoid the second major support level at 7647. Looking at the EMA's 50 is holding its ground against the 100 and the 200. Going to need to see a narrowing, however, to support a move through that 23.6% fib and first major resistance level 8587 to then target 0.9 levels. Failure to break through the 23.6% fib would bring sub 82s and that first major support level into play.